The World Cup might be over, but the soccer excitement is far from finished here in the Ville. Lou City is gearing up for one of its biggest nights of the year with the annual Fill the Fam game this Saturday. The club is hoping to pack Lynn Family Stadium for an action-packed evening featuring a ton of specials. Now, to get into it, here to tell us more is Jonathan Littner. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. You mentioned the World Cup.
Yeah.
If you caught a little bit of that World Cup fever, which so many people in my network, my circles did, this is like the game. 8 p.m. Saturday at Lynn Family Stadium. We call it Fill the Fam. It's the 5th year we've done this. Massive crowds, and most importantly, our team is 4-0 in these games. They feed off that environment and that atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, before we got started here, we were talking about World Cup. I mean, a lot of us, we don't watch soccer on, an everyday basis, but World Cup, I mean, everywhere you look, people had the games on, they were having watch parties. Of course, having a professional soccer team in Louisville added that much hype to it. Did you kind of notice that too?
Yeah, it was impossible to ignore. It's like all those commercials that may have featured something, and suddenly they had Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo and all the stars of the World Cup in them. And certainly there's going to be a knock-on effect. I feel like every time there's a World Cup, soccer becomes a little bit more of a normal sport for people to engage in and consume here, and having it in the U.S. is going to just accelerate that. I mean, like I said, impossible to ignore. The ratings were off the charts, and like I said, this is our World Cup atmosphere this Saturday night.
Yes, Fill the Fam. It started 5 years ago. Why did you want to really hype up this game specifically?
Well, 5 years ago, we were coming out of COVID. We had opened a stadium in the middle of a pandemic. And
Great plan.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We don't have to get too far into that one.
No.
But we just wanted to do something that kind of brought everybody together and said, okay, we need to sell this place out, because that was the vision when the Lynn Family Stadium was built.
Yeah.
Were big crowds and nights like we're going to have on Saturday. So it's everything from a T-shirt giveaway to the first 2,500. Well, we've got a flyover planned, fireworks when the teams come on the field, post-game fireworks show, post-game player meet and greet. It's pretty much all we can do from a promotional standpoint around a really big game for us at this point in the year. Louisville City plays San Antonio. These teams met in the championship back in 2022.
Okay.
And we're kind of regarded as like that gold standard of the Eastern Conference, and San Antonio is that reputation in the West. So it's a great matchup on top of everything.
Last year, over 10,000 people showed up. Is that, again, the goal this year, is to get even more people to come out?
Of course, you always want more, and we look at the weather and things, but we're hopeful at 12, 13, maybe 14,000 people could be out there this Saturday night. Like I said, this is the environment to be a part of. If you've never been out to a game, it'll be eye-opening, and you'll look at it and you'll say, okay, I watched the World Cup and I saw all that passion. And like, wow, that's right in my backyard too. We have that here.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine over 10,000 people there cheering on Lou City. We're looking at some video right now. And even, outside of this big game, the games are still so much fun. Like, how would you describe the atmosphere on just a regular home game?
Yeah, it never stops. It reminds me a lot of like college basketball almost, because it's really up and down, and our fans have a pretty high fan IQ. They know when to cheer and when to engage with the game. And, the difference between basketball and soccer really is that there aren't as many of those scoring moments, but there's so many moments where it's like a guy just makes a really inventive move on the ball, or a really clever pass, or really like crunching tackle. And there's just so much to cheer for that doesn't end in a goal, but you see all that builds up to that goal. And when you're there, there's not a bad seat in Lynn Family Stadium. It's just small enough. It's a big stadium, but it's just small enough that there's not a bad seat. The roof holds that noise in. It's a great experience.
Yeah, we definitely want to stock up on the gear too. That's my favorite part of game day is, decking out in all of the colors. Seeing that sea of purple out there, what's that like?
Well, that's the one thing I didn't mention about this weekend. It's a purple out.
Okay.
Our color makes us pretty unique.
Yeah.
And those T-shirts I mentioned we're giving away are purple. We got plenty of purple at the team store. They say that, if you combine the red of U of L and the blue of UK, you get the purple of Lou City.
There we go. Okay.
Not how we designed it, but it worked out that way. It's definitely something that I have family members who, I'm a U of L fan, they're UK fans. Here's something we can enjoy together. Just something else that I think unites the community around this team.
I think so too. I mean, we are at the tail end of the season, but are season tickets going to be going on sale for next year?
Yeah, pretty soon. In the middle of September, we'll go on sale with 2027 season tickets. We will bring a deal back. We call it Free Games Now. where if you buy, say, immediately and we have 3-4 games left, we'll go ahead and comp those tickets for you so you can start enjoying your membership right away.
There we go. Already looking ahead to next year, but there's still plenty of games left to check out. So where can people get those tickets for Saturday night?
Yeah, just visit us at louiscity.com. Phil the Fan will pop up right in front of you, and you can be on your way.
You can't miss it. I know the weather's a little iffy, but I mean, it's going to be great. You're going to have a great time for sure. So go ahead and get those tickets. But thank you so much for stopping by today. All right, to learn more, get those tickets, gear up for Phil the Fam, just head over to louiscity.com/philthefam.